This is my third time coming up here. I was here 2 weeks ago, and then once in October, and then I'll be coming back in February. But it's my first year working for them.
Okay, so you're not a fan?
No, I'm the announcer. Yeah. No, so I'm originally from Sudbury. I actually traveled from Sudbury today. It's not too bad, not nearly as bad as Port 7 today. That was but yeah, I live in Sudbury, and Joe's actually a relative who brought me on board this year. I worked for the Wolves for 5 years, and I worked for the junior A team down here as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he brought me on board this year, and
But not every game.
no, not every game though, because there's games on Thursday nights, and that's when my junior A team has games.
Okay.
But I've been with that team since 2017, so yeah, I've been doing this for about 8 years. Yeah, a lot. I get that a lot at home, and we're like, "Your face looks familiar," and I'm like, "Trust me, I'm not that important to remember."
Not yet.
Well, maybe.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's kind of the sheet I do. I did the same thing with Ottawa and Nepean as well. Yeah, so Beauchamp's out today. Cindy Bonus was called up. Ishmael and Mossy are also out. Yeah, having her out is huge.
These men are good.
Yeah, Ishmael scored back-to-back a couple of weeks ago, and she's looked really good so far. But yeah, those Ava Wood's just coming back from injury. She missed both games 2 weekends ago, but she's back now. I think they're starting Prendergast. I kind of overheard it, but I'm not sure. I'd imagine they're starting Prendergast.
I didn't know from mom.
Over here.
On our side?
Yeah, they have been really powerful. I mean, the game against Burlington, I think, was kind of the turnaround this year. Burlington's a tough team. Exactly. Getting your revenge against them is pretty rough. So hopefully they can keep it on. You guys have a fun broadcast? Should be a good one. Yeah, no, we appreciate you guys giving the feedback to Joe. This has actually been really nice because initially we bought this because I have a headset that I use in Sudbury, which is double eared is one of the best you can get. But yeah, this thing's been fantastic. I tried to use this today, but it said accessory requires too much power, so we're sticking with the microphone, and it worked a couple weeks ago because I had a color guy on, and having one mic, having a head up it's a lot easier than a headset mic because then you have to. So it was a board mixer that we were going to use, but it requires too much power, so we had to throw it out. Because we initially thought we could charge the iPad and plug it into the audio port, but it doesn't work. I found that out the hard way in my first broadcast. So yeah, Joe bought this after doing his after digging with you guys, and it sounded great. It's really awesome.
It's it's much cheaper. I think it's the same one we have, but it's much cheaper than what is it, the blue or something?
The blue Yeti. I have a Yeti at home too. I was thinking about bringing it, but I was like, no, that thing's a lot bigger than this one. At least I can hold this one in my hand. The Yeti's a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually worked pretty well. I noticed the microphone dial's a little sensitive though. That part kind of sucks. Like if you turn it down a little bit, it's great. You turn it off. That part kind of sucks, but no, it's been good so far. You guys have a good broadcast. You as well. Mic check, test 1, 2, 3. Well, good afternoon, all of you, and welcome to Finland. We are at the Ford Performance Center on a beautiful Saturday afternoon as we bring you another edition of Etobicoke Junior Dolphins hockey here on YouTube Live. Good afternoon, everyone. Thomas Mercier, glad to be back with you for another exciting weekend of Dolphins hockey, and today should be dandy as Etobicoke welcomes the Ottawa Lady 67's. Etobicoke coming off a big win on Wednesday evening. They are looking to once again sweep the week as they take on the Lady 67's here this afternoon. Etobicoke 16-2-0 on the season, while Ottawa sits with a record of 8-7-0-1. The Dolphins have another busy weekend coming up. Of course, today hosting Ottawa. Tomorrow, they welcome the Wildcats of Nepean. It is going to be another fun-filled weekend here in Finland, and we are glad to be bringing you all the action live here for the Ford Performance Center today. A few scratches for the Etobicoke Dolphins this afternoon. Unfortunately, no Sophia Ishmael, Emma Beauchamp, or Megan Mossy in the lineup today for Etobicoke, but coming in for her third game with the Dolphins, Sydney Bonus, a forward from Toronto, Ontario, plays in her third game of the season. No goals, no assists, and no points, as well as no penalty minutes so far in her 2 games that she has played as AP for the Dolphins so far this season. Looking over at the Lady 67s, they have had some real strong goal scoring, but have also had a hard time keeping the puck out of their net. Leading the way, Kirsten Downs with 6 goals on the season. Not too far behind her, Maude McCarthy and Emily Harrison with 5 goals each. Thing to keep note of for the Lady 67s, they are still looking for their first shorthanded goal of the season. They have 7 power play goals, but have yet to score shorthanded this season. So obviously Ottawa looking to turn things around here this afternoon against a strong Etobicoke team that is surging as of late. 113 goals for and only 28 allowed this season. So it goes to show that the goaltending and offense as well as defense all around for the Dolphins has been super strong all season long. A goal differential of plus 85, while Ottawa 42 goals for, 11 allowed for a plus 1 goal differential. So the Dolphins looking to keep riding that high going into the game here this afternoon in the first of 2 on the weekend. As I mentioned, tomorrow they take on the Nepean Wildcats, and they actually will have a rare Thursday home game against the Brampton Canadettes, and then they hit the road for 3 really tough games in almost as many nights. Next Saturday, they will head to London to take on the Devilettes, and then Sunday they head to Whitby to take on the Wolves, and then the following Friday on the 20th, just before the holiday break, they will take on the Arrows in Toronto as warm-ups are just almost finished here at the Ford Performance Center. A lot of action in the OWHA this afternoon, which will keep our eyes peeled on some other games, including the East Ottawa Stars and the Ottawa Senators playing today. The Senators number 1 in the OWHA U22 Elite Division. The Dolphins 1 point behind them with a win today, and for Etobicoke's case, hopefully a loss for the Senators. They will take back over first place heading into action tomorrow afternoon against Nepean. We'll step out for player introductions and the national anthem, and then we'll get your starting goaltenders. Etobicoke and Ottawa should be a good one here from the Ford Performance Center. We'll be back with your opening puck drop in just a moment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's OWHL Under-22 Elite Division game between your Etobicoke Junior Dolphins and today's opponent, the Ottawa Junior 67's. Our game officials are referees Kevin Forbes and Pat Moroni. On the lines, we have Ricky Cruz and Tim Hicks. Today's starting lineup for Ottawa: at forward, number 96, Kirsten Downs. At forward, number 22, Zoe Dupuis. At forward, number 73, Natasha Dubé. On defense, number 27, Juliette Thibault. On defense, number 72, Annabella Cosgrave. And at goal, number 35, Ivy Nellis. Coach starting lineup for your junior Dolphins. At forward, number 9, Ava Wood. At forward, number 14, Grace Van Bolsen. At forward, number 89, Riley Sorokin. On defense, number 4, Taylor Scott. On defense, number 8, Mia Venucio. And starting goal, number 30, Lily Prendergast. Coach Joe Butkovich. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem in the books, which means we're ready to roll on a Saturday from beautiful Etobicoke, Ontario. The Lady 67's and the Dolphins ready to get it on a Saturday here in Finland. Today's starting goaltenders in net today for the Lady 67's. Ivy Nellis gets the call between the pipes, a 5-4 record with 3 shutouts on the season, a 1.74 goals against average, and a .948 save percentage. And for your Etobicoke Dolphins, Lily Prendergast, the Vermont commit, gets the call. The Hanover, Massachusetts native, 9-1 on the year, also with 3 shutouts, a 1.61 and a .901. Today's officials, referees, Kevin Forrest and Pat Marone. The lines people, Ricky Cruz and Tim Hicks. Rylan Haslam to take the opening draw here for Etobicoke. Face-off taken, and we are underway from Finland. Glad you can be joining us on a Saturday afternoon. An early chance for the Dolphins is trying to send that one towards the net. The returning Ava Wood, a commit of Colgate, taking the first shot of the game there for the Dolphins. Now picked up by Natasha Dubé, a commit of the University of Ottawa, soon to be GG in the ladies hockey program. Sorokin racing up the right-hand side, trying to push into the zone, but she's going to be stripped of the puck by Annabella Cosgrave. Rims it around the boards, down the ice it goes. Will it be icing? No, they're going to wave it off and say that it was touched up. Picked up, though, by Sydney Sawyer. She'll take it through. Also a Colgate commit. One of 3 Colgate commits on this Dolphins squad. Here's Adriana Milani. To the middle she comes now, cuts to the right-hand side. Tracking the zone, toe drag move, trying to get around the defender, but just lost it on the backhand drag. Around the boards it goes. Cycled out in front for Bonus, who is wearing number 29 this afternoon, but she cannot pick it up. Now she does, trying to cut through the slot, but it's poked off of her stick, and back to center it goes. A minute gone in our opening frame here between Ottawa and Etobicoke. Played through the middle now for Adriana Milani, trying to truck the line, but nice back check there by Natasha Dubé to strip her off the puck. Check that. That's Amy Hermer. She'll fire it into the zone and complete a change for the 67's. Milani coming back through the middle. Protecting, now cuts right-hand side, flipping it towards the netminder, and Nellis nearly misplaying the puck, but she does push it away just barely. Now back into the corner it goes, going to be picked up and cycled around by Haley Lubinecki. Now along the right-hand side, a penalty coming up, and the first penalty of the game looks like it's going against Ottawa, which will send Etobicoke to the power play just a minute, and 41 into the contest. Looks like being sent off to the box is Annabella Cosgrave, and Etobicoke, who has 18 power play goals on the year, will go to work on the advantage here early in the first period. Rachel Piggott, the recent University of Minnesota commit, to take the draw for Etobicoke. She'll face off against Maud McCarthy, who is tied for second in team scoring with 5 goals on the year. And again, Ottawa still looking for their first shorthanded goal of the year.
In the corner, Vakari able to send that one back down low. She fell down, but now it's played to the line. Mia Venucio waiting, trying to take a shot through traffic. That one blocked by the stick of Maude McCarthy. Now picked up by Tessa Barton. Taking it around the back of the net. She'll fire it off the boards and just manages to get it out as Taylor Scott tried to hold it in, but wasn't there in time to get it. Prendergast dropping it behind the net for Venucio with 30 seconds gone in the power play for Etobicoke, the first of the afternoon. Up the right-hand side, trucking into the zone is Piggott. Walking through the slot to the left side, a shot on goal. Nellis just got the glove on it. And now it comes to the right-hand side. It's the Dolphins trying to stay on the attack. Here's Ava Wood through the slot, taking a shot. Another pad save, this time by the right toe of Nellis, being tested early here in the first period. Minute 10 left in the penalty kill for the 67s. Back to the slot. Sawyer shot. Nice waffle board stop made by Nellis. Now around the back of the net, trying to get things set up. Sadie Sandilands played to the line now for Sawyer. Return pass, Haslam trying to walk through the slot. Lost the bouncing puck, but gets it back. Haslam walking around the defender, shoots and scores! Ryland Haslam with a wicked wrister goes top shelf with 50 seconds left on the power play, and the Dolphins open the scoring to make it 1-0. Etobicoke's 19th power play goal of the season and the second power play goal of the year for Ryan Haslam as the St. Lawrence University commit puts the Dolphins up just 2:51 in the opening period, and a great start once again for Etobicoke. Sent up the wing, redirected into the zone there by Ava Wood. Now looking to pick it up, Juliette Thibault. Can't quite clear it out. She'll look for a little bit of help here from McKelty Potts. She can't clear it out either. This is the 67s looking to recover the puck. Having a hard time doing so. Picked up by Wood. Cycling it to the left-hand side for Milani. Milani looking back to the line. Trying to walk around Nora Niaba. Now cycled in front Niaba with a good intercept, but now she's turned it over onto the stick of Bonus. Back to the line. Sawyer, quick left side to Milani. Beautiful toe drag move. Milani walking down low, looking to go Michigan, but just lost it on the bounce. What a great look there for Adriana Milani, trying to pull out the Michigan from behind the net, but unfortunately couldn't control it on the forehand. Now Thibault whacks it off the glass and down the ice. Will this be icing? Yes, it will, as Sawyer coming back to get the icing call for Etobicoke with 16:14 to go in our opening period. The Dolphins open the scoring courtesy of a power play goal from Ryland Haslam, scoring her 14th goal of the season and gives Etobicoke the 1-0 lead. A special welcome to all of you tuning in on YouTube Live this afternoon. Thomas Mercier flying solo here for you this weekend, just making it up from Sudbury. Even though Old Man Winter tried to keep me out of the GTA, I am glad to be back for my last weekend of 2024 with the Dolphins. I will be back in February, and that should be a real fun schedule as well. They will take on the Barrie Sharks and the Waterloo Ravens in late February. Play behind the net. Annabella Cosgrave, who took the penalty that cost her team a power play goal, sent down the ice now by Ottawa. And this is going to be another icing call against the 67s. Now with 15:45 remaining in our opening frame. Head coach and general manager Shannon Donnelly of the 67s. Obviously looking to have things turn around for her program. Currently in the blue division, just a game above 500. They have struggled at times this season, but they do still have some pretty prolific goal scoring and had some great goaltending in the form of Ivy Nellis as she now redirects a point shot up and out of play, which will bring us another stoppage. So Etobicoke now with 19 power play goals on the season. They also have 2 shorthanded goals. Ottawa's power play, they have 7 on the year so far. See if they can get their first advantage. Zoe Dupuis, a commit of Laurier, going to be asked to step out, so in to take the draw instead. That looked like Natasha Dubé. As the puck now comes to the right-hand side, Sadie Sandilands trying to throw it down low, picked off though by Chloe Davis. She turns it over, pass in front, Nellis with a great sliding stop as she keeps it out of the back of the net. Vakari right there on the doorstep trying to fire it home on a one-time opportunity, but Nellis making one of her toughest save of the afternoon so far with 4:35 gone in the first period. Etobicoke applying all kinds of pressure here in the early stages. Spencer Vakari just able to win the draw, gets a little bit of help. Venucio trying to send it down low, picked off though by Zoe Dupuis, who rims it around the boards. Comes to the right-hand side as the 67s fail to clear the zone. Behind the net, Rachel Piggott Looking for options in front. Had Grace Van Volsen. Trying to windmill around the defender. She did, but lost the puck. Now Van Volsen sending it back down low as the Dolphins in need of a change. 5 minutes gone now in the opening period. Dolphins still up 1-0. Bit of a tie-up behind the net as Piggott and Hale Lubinecki got tied up behind the goal, but now the 67's playing it through the middle. Dubé unfortunately turned it over, though. Here come the Dolphins again in transition. Haslam through the middle, colliding there with Lubinecki, and that'll force a turnover. Dubé the other way for the 67's. Left-hand side with a shot. That one nicely blocked by Riley Sorokin. Sawyer quickly ahead, can't clear the line. A point shot coming now, and Prendergast just saw that one at the last second on the point drive by Julia Thibault. Prendergast was a little bit out of position, but she does make the save and will hold with 5.5 gone in the opening frame as Etobicoke still up 1-0 here in the early stages. Now it looks like Emily Harrison taking the draw against Andriana Milani, and it's going to be Ottawa that wins the offensive zone draw but can't hold on to the puck. Milani looking to head off ice, trying to find a streaking Lexi Bertelson, who trips over the blue line and loses the puck as a result. And now Sydney Bonus in there down deep to try and help her out. Milani around the back of the net, looking for options, looks to the line. Sydney Sawyer loves to shoot from this area, looks to pass though. Almost got the return feed there from Lexi Bertelson, but unfortunately the Dolphins cannot hold the line. 6 minutes gone in the opening frame. Dolphins up 1-0. Milani pushing up the right-hand side, trying to get around Tessa Barton. Couldn't quite do so, and now the Dolphins coming back to center yet again. Venucio, pump fake pass through the middle. Now picked up by Milani. Tried to get it ahead for Bertelson, who was at the end of her shift. And now Ottawa back within in their own zone. Tessa Barton rimming it around the boards. Trying to find Tegan Thompson, and she does. Through the middle now. Chloe Davis had her head turned the wrong way and didn't see the pass coming. Battle for the puck on the left-hand side. Van Volsen in the mix of things, but offside's going to be ruled by the Lions people, and that'll bring a stoppage with 13:31 to go here in the first period. Face-off going to come just outside of the Dolphins' blue line. Zoe Dupuy, future Golden Hawk, going up against future Golden Gopher Rachel Piggott, and the face-off won by the 67's. Sent back into the zone by Fillier. Prendergast coming out of her net, and will drop it off. Now for Taylor Scott. To the right side, Venucio. Bank play off the boards. Van Volsen tipped it forward, almost sent Piggott on a 2-on-1 break, but unfortunately could not receive the pass cleanly. Now Piggott back to the blue line. Sadie Sandilands waits for Van Volsen to come back, as she does. Flips it towards the net. Nellis thought about playing it as Piggott was hot trying to track down that puck, but Nellis will cover up for a faceoff with 13:01 to go in the first period. A little familiar with the 67's program. Of course, the Ottawa 67's of the Ontario Hockey League, as I used to work for the Sudbury Wolves in the OHL. Great to see the 67's program extending to the women's division, and has been very promising over the last few years. From the line, Sadie Sandilands with a shot, and that one nicely blocked by Cosgrave. And now the 67's clearing it out. Might have a 2-on-1. Potts bringing it across the line with Niaba going towards the net. Niaba picks it up behind the goal. Lawson, and collides with Sadie Sandilands behind the net. Sandilands gets it back, able to get it ahead for Wood. Her pass in the middle, though, intercepted by McKelty Potts, who plays it back in for Niaba. But now the Dolphins pick it right back up. They'll come the other way. Here comes Riley Sorokin up the right side. Sorokin going to fire it in, complete a change here for Etobicoke. Down low in there is Ava Wood. Makes a nice pass from her knees behind the goal, trying to set up Haslam. But she had her stick lifted, and Ottawa trying to clear. Sydney Bonus in deep, trying to find it, as it's Ava Wood. She gets run into there by Cosgrave. The 67's failing to clear the line again. Bonus trying to get to the puck first, but Ottawa with a good job of clearing it back. Here's Scott looking ahead as Bertelson was calling for the pass, but it's going to be given instead to Adriana Milani, who cycles in her own zone, looking to start the rush. Milani jumping the line with great speed. Milani going hard to the net. Sharp angle shot. Save made by Nellis, and the rebound pushed away by Ottawa. What a great rush by Milani, turning on the Jets, but unfortunately can't put it in the back of the net. Prendergast sending it around the net. Comes to the right side. Kirsten Downs tried to send it towards the goal. Couldn't quite do so. Now picked up by Taylor Scott. Scott sends it back up on the forehand. The recent signee of Merrimack College and product of Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Sadie Sandilands can't hold on to it. Now Piggott trying to chop it down out of the air, and it's sent in there by Kirsten Downs as Ottawa will complete yet another change With 9 minutes gone now in the opening frame, Dolphins still up 1-0 on the goal by Ryland Haslam earlier in this period. And now a collision at the neutral zone there as Grace Van Volsen colliding with her own teammate. That was Rachel Piggott. Looks like they're both all right, jumping back up into the play. Sadie Sandilands, long stretch pass, trying to send Spencer Fakari up the ice, but the pass just out of the reach. But now Piggott in the corner to the right-hand side. Trying to look for some support. Sydney Sawyer fresh off of the bench, protecting the blue line. They continue to battle for the puck, but Ottawa will clear it just out at the line as Sadie Sandilands unfortunately couldn't get there in time. And she'll wisely throw it back in her own zone as the Dolphins trying to complete yet another change. Ava Wood trucking through the middle. Wood breaks the line along with Sorokin and Haslam. She'll drop it off for Haslam, trying to send it towards the net. Down low for Wood. It's bouncing in front of the blue paint. And Ottawa just clearing it away from the netminder Nellis as we're approaching the halfway point of period 1. Dolphins still up 1-0. We now are at the 10-minute mark here of this first period as it comes back to center. Picked up now by Sophia Prentice. Sends it back down low. She needs a change. A recent commit of Franklin Pierce University. A soon-to-be Raven once she graduates from the OWHA U22 Elite. Now a high redirect into the zone. That went off the stick of Zoe Dupuis, and it's not going to be hunted down by Haslam, who's 1-on-2 right now. Trying to get things going against Tessa Barton and Madeline Fillier. And now sent back in by Scott. Picked up by Barton, who plays it up the left wing. Picked off, though, by Scott in front of the scorekeeper's bench. Sent back behind the net. Nellis misplaying the puck, and now Milani looks to take advantage. Milani right into the slot for bonus, and she couldn't pull the trigger. As unfortunately, on the follow-through, ran into Maud MacArthur, and that'll send the Dolphins retreating back to their own zone. Good look there for bonus. Trying to look for her first of the season, but again, just on that follow-through, running into Maud McCarthy, and look out. A big collision at the blue line has taken the worst of that. Tegan Thompson got run into by her own teammate. Hopefully she's all right, but she's heading straight back to the bench. Boy, what a gnarly collision that was at the Dolphins blue line. Hopefully Thompson is all right. Running around the boards now, picked up by Sadie Sandilands. Was trying to look to the line, but an ill-advised pass is now picked up by Nora Niaba. Niaba trying to cut around the defender Sawyer, but couldn't do so. Comes to the right-hand side with 8.5 to go in the first period. Davis sending it forward, trying to pick up Niaba, but it's intercepted by the Dolphins. Here's Grace Van Volsen trying to send it towards the net. High redirect on goal. Nellis will elect to hold on for a face-off with 8:18 left in the first period. Ryland Haslam with the lone goal so far for Etobicoke has made it a 1-0 Dolphins lead as we are now well past the halfway point of period number 1. A late change by Ottawa will now have to force Zoe Dupuis out of the face-off dot. So in instead comes McKelty Potts. She'll take the draw against Rachel Piggott, and she will win it. That's how Chloe Davis running around the boards. Niaba trying to get it out here for Ottawa, and she just manages to do so. Goes right on the tape of Taylor Scott, who's back at center and fires it in. Nellis playing it, and we'll leave it there for Lily Shannon. Now it's Davis from behind the goal. Van Volsen forcing the turnover for the moment. Now it's recollected by Zoe Davis. Niaba pass in the middle. Not a great one as Scott takes it and fires it. Deflected off the stick of Shannon and just wide. Bakari played it back down low, but now the 67's get it right back. Chloe Davis up now for Potts. That one went off of his second. It's immediately fired back in by Scott. Nell's coming out of her goal to play it. Leaves it there for Lily Shannon. Now another turnover by the 67. Sorokin walking the line, walking through the middle. Sorokin continuing to protect the puck, trying to get it to the front of the net. She continues to have it. Plays it now to Sandilands, but it was redirected off a 67 defender, and down the ice it goes as Venuccio having to hustle back, or else she would have been beaten to that puck. Riley Sorokin, the Princeton commit, racing into the zone with great speed. Sorokin taking it in down low, avoiding Juliette Thibault. She'll throw it behind the net, intended for Wood. Wood now on the right-hand side with 7 minutes to go in the opening frame. Picked off, though, as Dubé looking to start the rush. Dubé across the line. She comes with numbers. Dubé from the slot takes the shot. Prendergast with an easy blocker save, clearing that one away to the right-hand side. Back to the line. A wind-up slapper by Thibault. And Prendergast with a nice stop as Ava Wood was diving across to try and block the shot. But Prendergast stops that one and will hold on for a face-off with 6:44 remaining in the first period as the Dolphins continue to hold on to this narrow 1-0 lead. Rylan Haslam from Sydney Sawyer on the power play. That's the lone assist on that goal as the 67s now lose the puck. A 2-on-1 for Etobicoke. Pass to the left side. Bertelson with bonus. Dropping it off now. Maloney's shot tried to go upstairs, but a good stop by Nellis, just getting the shoulder out to stop that one. Now here come the 67s on a 2-on-1. Across the line comes Ava Telfer, but now she's going to be thwarted off the puck. Comes to the right-hand side. Sophia Prentice can't hold on to it. Dolphins trying to get it out of the zone, having a hard time doing so. And nearly getting pickpocketed there was Fiona Waddick. As Barton will now collect it and will leave it there for Fillier. 6 minutes to go in the opening frame. Here come the 67s again. It's Amy Hermer. Taken behind the net there by Spencer Vicari. Picked up again by the Dolphins. Cleared out of the zone on a good play by Fiona Waddick. Sent down the ice. No icing though as the 67s will pick it up. Running around the boards. Bad turnover by Ottawa yet again. Van Volsen trying to chase after it, as is Piggott. But a good recollect there by, looked like Annabella Cosgrove that got the last touch. Or check that. That's actually Madeline Fillier. And was just able to poke it out of the zone. Sent back down by Etobicoke, looking to chase after, but hustling back is Juliette Thibault. And a good job by her to recover, but unfortunately puts it in her own bench with 5:23 to go in the first. We will get another faceoff as this one will come just outside of the 67's blue line. Dupuis taking the draw against Haslam, a tie up for it. And Sorokin will get the first touch after the faceoff, sending it down low, but going to be cut off by Maude McCarthy. Comes to the right-hand side as Etobicoke trying to get set up again, but cleared back out by Ottawa as they try to send it up for Tegan Thompson. But coming back is Sadie Sandolins, who takes it around the back of the net, being pressured here by Thompson, who now blows a tire. Good to see her back out on the ice after colliding with her teammate earlier in this period at the Dolphins' blue line. Thompson trying to cut into the zone, but it's intercepted off of the puck by the other number 9 on the ice, Ava Wood. Now here comes Rylan Haslam, gets around two, gets around a second one. Beautiful toe drag move. Tried to take it on the backhand, but a good defensive play by Thibault shuts down that opportunity for Rylan Haslam, looking for her second of the afternoon. She might have a chance now. Holding, getting it across now for Burleson, sending it towards the net and scores! Lexi Bertelson with an innocent-looking shot. It might have been deflected on its way, but it's 2-0 Finns with 4:32 to go in the opening period. Sixth goal of the season for Lexi Bertelson as she got a good pass there for Rylan Haslam. She just threw it towards the net and somehow beat Ivy Nellis to make it a 2-0 Finns lead here late in the first period. Adriana Milani against Ava Telfer. It's won by Etobicoke. As now play going to be whistled down as a Dolphins player falling on top of the puck. Rylan Haslam and Ava Wood picking up the helpers there on the goal by Lexi Bertelson, the Boston University commit, picking up her 6th goal of the season, now up to 17 points in 19 games and counting. 4:21 left in the first period as the Dolphins grab their first multi-goal lead of the afternoon. Niaba sending it ahead. Potts pickpocketed there on a good play by Scott. Now it's Milani on the right-hand side. Milani trying to send it towards the net. Now it's pushing that one aside. Picked up behind the goal now by Bonus. And a wraparound chance there for Bertelson. Looking for her second of the day, but good job by Nellis going from right to left to get across and stop the wraparound and hold on for another face-off. Face off to the left of Nellis, and a delayed penalty coming up here, and it looks like it is going to be a tripping call, and I believe this will be coming against the 67s, as it looks like Bertelson was tripped. And it looks like it's going to be Zoe Dupuis getting the gate here for the trip. And back to the power play goes to Etobicoke, who are 1 for 1, on the advantage and a chance to make it a 3-0 lead here with 4 minutes to go in the first. Etobicoke looking for their 20th power play goal of the season, and unfortunately unable to hold it along the half wall. There was the recent goal scorer that's Fiona Waddick, my apologies. Thought that was Bertelson, who is actually playing center on this power play for Etobicoke. Sent in now as Milani looks to give chase. Nice play behind the net for Bonus, who's getting some power play time for Etobicoke, who again have a short bench this afternoon with no Sophia Ishmael, Emma Beauchamp, or Megan Mossy. So Bonus coming in to serve AP for the third time this season. Sadie Sandlitz will hold it behind the net as the Dolphins in the midst of a change on their power play unit. Here they come now. Milani, cross-ice pass and a nice feed for Sawyer. Wheels it into the zone. Sawyer with an option going to the net. Elects to shoot but just missed the net. Play back to the line. Sandlitz getting it back to Vakari. Back to the line now for Sandlitz. Across the line. Sawyer from the top of the circle. Trying to go backdoor as Vakari tried to tap that one in on the backhand, but unfortunately just went wide. Here's Sawyer across now to Vakari with a shot. It's loose in the blue, but Nellis does have it as she sprawls the butterfly out and does get the whistle. As some great passing again by the Dolphins, but Nellis with one of her most important saves of the afternoon, keeping it from being a 3-0 Dolphins lead. Rachel Piggott to take the draw to the right of Nellis. She'll face off against Sophia Prentice. And the face-off is won by Ottawa. A chance now for them to clear as Barton down in the corner. Going to be pinned along the boards here by Vakari. They continue to battle for the puck. Really good battle going on as Tessa Barton just trying to kill off whatever's left of this penalty. 40 seconds, as a matter of fact. Picked up now by Van Volsen to Sawyer. Across trying to set up Sandlitz, who was alone in the bottom of the face-off circle, but the pass was out of her reach. Kept alive, though, by Sawyer. Van Volsen trying to keep the play going as well. They continue to battle for it on the right-hand side. Now, Rachel Piggott in the corner. Looking to set it up with time running down the power play. 15 seconds left. Piggott to the right side. Now spun back to the line for Sawyer. It's loose in her feet, but she recollects and finds Ava Wood. But Sawyer now can't hold the line. And the power play will come to an end for Etobicoke, who are now 1 for 2 on the advantage with 2 minutes to go in the period. Look out, Nellis with a miscue and miscommunication with her teammates as it nearly bobbled off of her skate and into the back of the net. Venucio from the slot blocker save made by Nellis. Rebound loose as Wood trying to whack it. Now she's got it in the corner. Plays it behind the net for Sorokin. Sorokin has a great wrist shot if she gets an open opportunity. We'll give it across though. Scott trying to set up Wood, who was loose in the face-off circle, but the pass just bounced right by her. Now through the middle it goes again to the right-hand side. Going to be picked up by Fillier. Banks it off the boards. Great pass to get it up for Hermer. Hermer all by herself, though, as Etobicoke able to pick that one off and play it back to center as both teams making changes with 1:15 to go in the opening period. Dolphins recently making it 2-0. And look out, Ava Wood run into from behind there, behind the net by Julia Thibault, and a penalty is coming here to Ottawa. Pardon me, that was actually Venucio that got run into. And this will be power play number 3 for the Dolphins as Juliette Thibault will be sent to the box. And they're going to call boarding on Juliette Thibault. Dolphins power play 1 for 2 so far. Chance to make it a 3-0 lead and get some really good insurance heading into the intermission. If they do not score, though, they'll have 52 seconds left to work with on the power play to start period 2. Face-off is won by the Dolphins. Sawyer across the Waddick, back to Sawyer at the top of the slot. 1 minute left to go in the period now as Ottawa will manage to clear the zone. A good job there by Emily Harrison of doing the bidding there for the 67's. But here come the Dolphins yet again. Bonus trying to sprint it ahead, picked off. Now it's up in the air after redirected off of Waddick, and that'll keep the play inside the offensive zone, but now it's sent back down on a good clearance by Lily Shannon. Emily Harrison and a one-on-one fight for the puck with Sawyer, but it is the aforementioned defender for Etobicoke picking it off. Now set down the ice by Sawyer, and that is going to be an icing call against the Dolphins with 31.8 left to go in the opening period. If you're just joining us, Ryland Haslam opened the scoring at 2:51, scoring on the power play, and then the most recent goal scorer, Lexi Burleson, picking up her 6th of the year to make it a 2-0 Dolphins lead. Now have a minute and 24 left on their power play. Their 3rd of the afternoon already. So we now have 30 seconds left to go in the opening frame. Dolphins holding it behind the net. They'll look to start the breakout. Pass to the right side. Sawyer looking ahead. Nice feed for Sydney Bonus trying to jump the line, but it's intercepted there by Hal Lubinecki. to thwart her away from the puck, and Lubinecki with some great stick handling in her own defensive zone, and she will clear it down and will sprint it forward now for a partial breakaway. Kirsten down, save made by Prendergast. Late in the period, a big stop there for Etobicoke, who are now going to pick up a penalty at the end of the period. So that'll make it 4-on-4 to start period number 2, as a holding the stick call is going to be made here against the Dolphins. But the positive news is that they are up 2-0 after the opening frame, courtesy of a power play goal from Rylan Haslam. And then Lexi Burleson picking up the most recent goal here late in the first period. So the Dolphins will take a 2-0 lead heading into the intermission. But it looks like 4-on-4 will get things started in period number 2, which will bring you in about 10 minutes or so. You're listening to Thomas Mersey and Etobicoke Dolphins hockey here on YouTube Live. We'll talk to you in the second period in just a matter of minutes.
How long of a trip is it for you to get here?
About 4 hours.
Oh.
A little bit longer just to snow.
Yeah.
It was rough. From point 7 to Barrie, complete rain, all you could see. Stuck behind a transport going 40.
Oh God, of course.
I mean, I wasn't passing.
No, and there was no reason to. At least you know, if he keeps going, you're safe.
Well, see, I wish you would have told that to the Mitsubishi. You know,
That's what happens every time.
Because I'm on my phone. I'm on the phone with my mom, and I'm looking at the truck trying to see what it's doing, and all I see is a blue door coming up, and it's about a foot from getting my car. And the lanes are already narrow enough because the cloudage will buy in front of a passenger lane.
Yep.
So like, I honk, and then the guy in front of me is flipping the guy off, and he's going at least 90. I'm like, that guy should end up in the ditch. Yeah, seriously. There was someone, I saw someone in the ditch, I'm like, please let him leave the Mitsubishi, and it wasn't, and I'm like, damn it.
So we have snow down in St. Louis right now too.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, oh man, you guys live in St. Louis. Like, you guys are so much further south than us. Like, weather-wise, you guys gotta love it. I'm like, we get colder than Toronto. Yeah. And we get more snow than Toronto. And they were like, no fucking
It's nice here.
yes, absolutely.
It's
I was like,
so
Toronto's
nice here.
one of those weird places.
Sudbury. Welcome back inside the Ford Performance Center. Thomas Mercier here with you deep in the heart of Finland as we are getting set up for period number 2. The Dolphins with the 2-0 lead over the Ottawa Ladies 67's. Let's go over the first period scoring summary. Just 2:51 in on the power play. Ryland Haslam scoring her second power play goal of the year and 14th overall from Sydney Sawyer. Made it a 1-0 lead for the Dolphins. And then with 15:28. My math is so easy. Lexi Bertelson scoring her 6th goal of the season. Ryland Haslam and Ava Wood picking up the helpers to make it a 2-0 Finns lead heading into this second period of play. Shots on goal in the first period, 12-4 in favor of Etobicoke. The Dolphins currently 1 for 2 on the power play. They were supposed to have a power play heading into the second period, but it looks like that will be canceled out as there was a penalty coming up towards the end of the frame, and I believe it was against the Dolphins. So we will see if it will be 4-4 to get things started for period number 2. But a good period again from Etobicoke as they are looking to get back into first place heading into tomorrow. Some other action in the OWHA right now. East Ottawa and the Senators are tied at 1 apiece. Other games happening a little bit later on, actually just getting underway from Central York. The Panthers hosting the Blue Water Hawks. Kingston Ice Wolves pay Brampton a visit to take on the Canadiens at 3 o'clock. Stony Creek hosts the Whitby Wolves at 3:30. The Windsor Southwest Wildcats are in Oakville taking on the Hornets. The Toronto Arrows hosting the Cambridge Rivulets. Burlington Barracudas hosting the Nepean Wildcats at 6. Nepean is who Etobicoke will be taking on here tomorrow afternoon at 12:15. Mississaugas in Durham West. Toronto Leaside Wildcats are playing host to the OHA Mavericks at 7:40. So Fiona Waddick is the one that picks up the penalty for holding the stick
which will send us to 4-on-4 for the next 52 seconds. And then Ottawa will get their first power play of the afternoon. And that will be for 1 minute and 8 seconds. Here we go, second period underway. From the SPC here in Etobicoke, it's the Dolphins. And the 67's kicking off period number 2, 4-on-4. But here's Riley Sorokin wheeling into the zone with a nice move. She tried to take it towards the net, lost the bouncing puck, and then was almost poked into the back of the net as Nellis couldn't quite make the play there safely on her left. Right-hand side, 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Rin around the back of the net. Scott couldn't pick it up. Now it's behind the net for Emily Harrison, trying to set it up in front there for Amy Hermer. She's in deep, trying to find it back to the line for Cosgrave. She'll shoot it from the point. Sends that shot just wide of the net. Scott trying to pick up and clear the rebound. Cycle back in front, finding on her chance there with Sophia Prentice. She'll play behind the net with 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Backhand chance by Prentice, loose in front of the net. Prendergast making the stop now on a shot from Annabella Cosgrave, and 1 second left in the 4-on-4, and then Ottawa will get their first power play of the afternoon for 1 minute 8. So Etobicoke now officially going to be 1 for 3 on the advantage. Excuse me. Face-off coming to the left of Prendergast, who hasn't been too busy so far this afternoon, but Ottawa with a chance to get back into this game, and on the power play, no better time to do so. That is what they are on now as Juliette Thibault steps out of the box, and now the 67's work their first power play of the afternoon. Play to the line as the 67's trying to hold it. Battle for it as Dubé trying to hold the line, but it's going to be forced back out by Sydney Sawyer. Dubé to the left side. Nice moves here by Dupuis coming across the line. She gets tripped up, and a penalty is coming here to Etobicoke, and now it'll be a 5-on-3 power play for the 67's as Sadie Sandilands is going to be the one sent to the sin bin with 41 seconds left to go in what was the 5-on-4. And holding is going to be called against the University of Maine commit. And now a golden opportunity here for the 67's. Face-off coming to the right of Prendergast. A tie-up for it. Ottawa comes away with it, but it's sent out on some nice individual work by Adriana Milani. Nellis coming out of her net. She'll elect to drop it there for Juliette Thibault in the corner on the far side of the rink. Thibault getting around Bertelson, banking it off the boards onto the stick of Downs. She'll direct it into the zone. 20 seconds left in the 5-on-3 power play for Ottawa, their first 2 power plays of the afternoon. To the line now, Thibault holds from the high slot, gets it over to Dubé. Dubé, the Ottawa GG commit to Thibault. High slot, waiting to take the shot. Good pressure by Milani. She'll strip her off the puck, and she's off on a short-handed break. Adriana Milani, Nellis diving at the puck. It's loose. Milani, a wide open net, and no mistake. A costly error by Ivy Nellis as she was trying to challenge Milani for the puck. She dove at it, thought she had it covered up, but Adriana Milani sticking with the play gets Etobicoke's 3rd shorthanded goal of the season, and it's 3-0 Dolphins. Milani's first shorthanded goal of the season and the 3rd shorthanded goal of the year for Etobicoke, but here comes Ottawa. Barton looking backdoor, a chance in front for Emily Harrison, but unfortunately can't redirect that one on goal. Sent back down by Etobicoke. So Milani unassisted while shorthanded here early in the second has now made it a 3-0 lead for Etobicoke. 50 seconds left in the power play for Ottawa as it's sent up the left-hand side. Good pickoff there by Sawyer, but now she's coughed it up to Tessa Barton. Barton pinching in the zone. Now comes to the line. Good hold by Cosgrave. Throwing it towards the net. Well, that one was blocked in front by Sawyer, and it's sent back down by Fiona Waddick. Nellis coming way out of her goal to play this one. She'll get it to Cosgrave. Banked off the boards. 25 seconds left in the power play for Ottawa. Already 0 for 1 while allowing a short-handed goal. Recently from Adriana Milani. Now Nellis come out of her net to play it again. 10 seconds left in the power play. Lily Shannon throwing it behind the net for Tessa Barton. 67 just having a hard time getting out of their own zone, and as a result, they are going to be 0 for 2 on the power play, and a strong penalty kill from Etobicoke picking up a shorthanded goal in the process to make it 3-0. Now here's Sandilands on a turnover. She's got bonus coming into the zone, but Sandilands will take it from the slot, and that one is blocked by Tegan Thompson. 3.5 gone in the second period as the Dolphins now grab a 3-0 lead on the shorthanded goal from Adriana Milani. Here's a point shot now by Scott, just shy of the blue line, and that one stopped and held onto by Ivy Nellis for another face-off of 16-19 left to go in our second period. Face-off coming up to the left of Nellis. Rylan Haslam, who has 2 points on the game, takes the draw and wins it right back to Scott at the line. Play behind the net now for Ava Wood, who also picked up an assist on the goal by Lexi Bertelson back in the first period, along with Haslam. Haslam leading the way, though, with a goal and an assist in the game so far. Played out of the zone on a good effort there by McKelty Potts. She'll look to chase it down, collides there with the other number 8, Nia Venucio. Now Venucio trying to find it. The 2009 Etobicoke native. Battle for it along the boards as they continue to dig in there. Etobicoke trying to clear the zone but can't. Potts trying to set it up in front, looking for Ava Telfer. But that opportunity didn't find her stick, and now it's played back behind the Etobicoke net. Played up the wing there by Venucio, but unfortunately her pass was off the point. Now Niaba trying to take down Taylor Scott. And Etobicoke just able to clear the zone yet again. Here's Hal Lubinecki. Not sure if it's Hale or Haley. It's Ava Wood now through the middle, trying to get it around Lubinecki. She'll send it in and go off for a change for the Dolphins. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the second period as the Dolphins have now made it 3-0 on a shorthanded marker by Adriana Milani. And now the puck sent down the other way by Ottawa. And this will be an icing call against the 67's with 15:03 to go in period number 2. As the Dolphins looking for their 17th win of the season and looking to get back into first place. But they need a little bit of help. As the East Ottawa Stars, if they beat the Ottawa Senators in regulation and the Dolphins hold on the win today, they will grab sole possession of first place heading into Sunday. If my math does indeed serve me correct, usually it doesn't. Here are the 67 trying to clear the zone. It's Zoe Dupuis trying to get out the line, sent back down again by Ottawa. This is going to be another icing call against the 67, so the faceoff will come all the way back yet again. Ottawa just having a hard time getting set up and trying to get offensive zone pressure. There have been a lot of bounces that have not gone their way here this afternoon. To give credit to the Dolphins, have taken full advantage of every opportunity they've had, and that's why they're up 3-0. Face off to the left of Ivy Nellis, who really has only made the one miscue, which was that short-handed goal by Adriana Milani on what was a breakaway, but she lost the battle for the puck, but she then got rewarded after finding it behind Nellis, who was diving to try and cover it up. Sawyer from the line now. Save made by Nellis, and no rebound surrendered as that one goes right into her lap with 14.5 to go in period number 2. Again, the Dolphins riding a short bench here this afternoon, but it doesn't seem to be slowing them down either way with a 3-0 lead over the Blue Division's Ottawa Lady 67's. Milani now going to be asked to step out, so in comes Lexi Bertelson to take the draw against Zoe Dupuis. It is won, though, by Ottawa. Chance for them to move it ahead. Trying to prevent another icing call, and they do manage to get it back to center. Picked out of the air now by Dupuis, trying to jump the line, but a good play there by Venucio. Takes away that opportunity. Venucio trying to come back across the line. Dolphins would have been offside, so they have to touch back up. Ottawa looking to take advantage. Juliet Thibault sending it up the middle, and another icing call might be coming here, but beating it out is going to be Emily Harrison on some good hustle. That would have been the third consecutive icing call against Ottawa here in the last couple of minutes. That is a great hustle by Harrison. Sent in now by Bonus, who needs to get off for a change. And also come out of her net to play a look out. Almost had her team cough it up as Annabella Cosgrave barely got there in time to pick it up for Ottawa. Sent up the left wing. Piggott getting run into there by Thibault, but she sticks with the play. Piggott jumps the line through the middle now. A shot coming from the high slot by Vicari, and that one redirecting up and out of play as Joe Bukovich says the extra point is good, but unfortunately does not count on the scoreboard for Etobicoke. But now they'll get set up with an offensive zone chance with 13:31 to go in the second period, and a faceoff will come to the left of Ivy Nellis. Picked up now by Vicari. Vicari trying to walk it towards the net. She gets taken out on the side. Look to the official, but no call coming. As the Etobicoke captain jumps back up, looking to get involved in the play. Sent back down by Tessa Barton. Picked up now by Piggott. Piggott looks up the left wing, trying to connect here for Fiona Waddick. Now Waddick trying to get around Fillier, and she does. She's got it. Sharp angle, trying to send it towards the net for Ricari, who was crashing the goal. But it's picked up by Fillier, who's tied up behind, just shy of behind the net. Now comes around the boards again. Tessa Barton trying to beat Piggott to the puck. Piggott staying at the width of the rink. Nobody there in a blue uniform to get it for Etobicoke. As the Barber Poles trying to come the other way for Ottawa. Sawyer lost it. Now she's got it after the misplay by Sophia Prentice. Here comes Sorokin on a 2-on-2 along with Sawyer. Sorokin, toe drag move in the middle on the backhand, trying to walk towards the net, but couldn't corral it on the forehand. A good look though for Riley Sorokin, trying to walk in tight, but just ran out of real estate at the last possible moment. Back to the line. Sawyer thought she held it in, but the lines person will say otherwise, and that will bring a face-off just outside of the Ottawa blue line with 12:23 to go in the second. Etobicoke still up 3-0 on the recent shorthanded goal by Sophia Ishmael, Adriana Milani, my apologies. Picking up goals back in the first period, Ryland Haslam and Lexi Bertelson, with Haslam's goal coming on the power play. She has a goal and 2 assists now on the game. Dubé sends it to the left side for Dupuy. Dupuy looking back to the line as Lily Shannon thought about chasing it. Chanel collide with her opponent along the boards. And that looked like it was Ava Wood that she collided with. Play carries on in the corner on the far side of the rink as Natasha Dubé tied up along the boards, comes back to the line for Lubinecki. She'll take a point shot deflected off the stick of Haslam and just wide. Pass to the middle. Ava Wood trying to go one-on-one with Lubinecki, but Lubinecki with the forearm shiver will keep away from that, and now she knocks her down to the ice. Good job by Lubinecki to recover, and Wood needs desperately a line change here for the Dolphins. She has been banged up a lot on that shift. Back behind the goal. 67's looking for a clearance, but they turn it over again. Here's Sydney Bonus looking across ice for Haslam. That pass just off point. Taylor Scott trying to send it back down low. Picked up now by Bertelson, who runs into Annabella Cosgrave. They battle for it along the near corner. They're still digging in there just out of our broadcast perspective. Cosgrave falling down to a knee, but it looks like the Dolphins did have it for the moment, but the 67s do manage to clear the line. Foul for the puck at the red line at center. Venucio trying to send it back ahead, and now Bonus is going to be in on a 2-on-1 with Bertelson on a delayed penalty. Bonus backdoor Bertelson, and Nellis just got the pad on it, and now a penalty coming up to Ottawa. Cross-checking is going to be called here, I believe, against Annabella Cosgrave, which will send the Dolphins to their 4th power play of the afternoon. Boy, Cindy Bonus set it up on a tee for Lexi Bertelson, who did connect on the one-timer. Maybe not as much veracity as she would have liked on the one-time opportunity, but Nellis does get from right to left and did just barely get a toe on it on that delayed penalty. So the Dolphins go back to work on the power play. Their 4th of the afternoon. They are 1 for 3, looking to make it 50%. Milani looking backdoor on a nice curl and toe drag move, but Bertelson unable to tap it in. Now the Dolphins will not manage to hold the line as Milani having to come all the way back for Etobicoke. Sends it across Venucio. No, back to the opposite side for Scott. Having to recover the puck back. Now she's got it. Looking ahead. Tape to tape with Venucio. Sends it through the middle. Right on the money for Bonus, but she couldn't control it on the forehand. Another great opportunity for Cindy Bonus, but Ottawa will send it down the distance as Prendergast immediately plays it for Sawyer. Now Karen pass off the end boards for Venucio. Returns it to Sawyer. Sawyer looking to jump the line as we're now halfway through the second. Sawyer jumping in with speed around the back of the net. She goes trying to set it up in front for Bertelson again, but can't connect on that pass. 1:05 left in the power play for Etobicoke. Down low, Bertelson trying to walk it back in front on a curl and toe drag move, but it's going to be flung down by Chloe Davis on a good play and sends it down. Good penalty kill here from Ottawa. Their last 2 penalty kills heading into this one have been really strong since allowing that power play goal by Ryland Haslam early in the first period. Vicari colliding there with Tegan Thompson. Waddick across the rink looking to Sawyer. 35 seconds left on the power play for the Dolphins. Sawyer jumping the line, trying to get it in the middle for Vicari, but a nice pick off there by Thompson. Now Van Volsen to Sawyer, sending it towards the net. Vicari looked for the deflection in front, but the shot from Sawyer just went wide of the net. 15 seconds left in the power play for Etobicoke. Rachel Piggott walking out from down low, trying to survey her options. 10 seconds left in the power play, thrown to the line, and Waddick will not be able to hold it in, so that is now 3 straight missed power plays for Etobicoke, as Ottawa with another successful penalty kill, keeping this a 3-0 Etobicoke lead. Cosgrave out of the box and heading straight to the bench to get the fresh set of legs out on the ice. Here's Ava Wood off a turnover, walking through the middle with lots of real estate. Tried to take the shot, but it was blocked by the stick of Lubinecki. Lubinecki behind the net, almost collided there with Ava Wood. 8.5 to go in the period now as Wood trying to look back in front. Sent back to the line, but nicely held in by the leg of Sadie Sandilands. Now around the boards it goes. Lubinecki there to cut it off. As it goes to the opposite corner on the pass, now picked up by McCarthy. She tries to fire it off the boards and out, but can't. Here's Ava Wood from the high slot again. Wood trying to walk in, looking for a little backhand drop pass to the middle, but no one can collect it for Etobicoke. Chloe Davis deep in the corner, play back to the line, and again Ottawa failing to clear it out as Ava Wood with some good defensive play, sent back in front as Sorokin cannot send it towards the net. Ottawa struggling to get it out of their zone as Etobicoke once again keeping it in, but now finally they'll get it down. No other choice for Chloe Davis but to send it down. No icing though, as beating out the icing call is Emily Harrison. Now a long distance drive there by Maude McCarthy is turned away by the Pata Prendergast. Here comes Adriana Milani into the zone with a wrister on goal, and Nellis with a nice glove save, one of her best of the afternoon. She'll hold on for a face-off as the Dolphins all over the 67s here in this second period. But still a 3-0 lead for the Finns here well past the halfway point of period 2. A late change there from the 67s as Telfer and Dupuis wanted to step on. Well, Telfer for sure. Dupuis was originally the one out. Face-off coming up to the left of Nellis. Looks like it's going to be Sophia Prentice facing off against Adriana Milani. And it is won by the Franklin Pierce commit, Sophia Prentice. Her clearance off the boards. That one took a rear deflection, and the puck will stay inside the Ottawa zone for now. Chance again for Prentice to clear. She will be able to find it for Dupuis, who sends it up the left-hand side, bounces off the top of the dasher. That goes behind the net as Ottawa unable to hold the offensive zone again as it's brought back ahead by the Dolphins. Fiona Waddick looking down low, trying to cycle it in front now, but nicely picked off there on a good active stick by Ava Telfer. Now behind the net, Milani trying to return it back in front, picked up though by Ottawa. To the line, Bertelson with a good job of committing to try and keep the play alive. Now sent back to the line for Scott. Taylor Scott throws it back behind the net as Bertelson overskating the puck. Now collides with Juliet Tebow behind the net. Picked off at the line by Scott as it's now going to be moved out by Telfer. Telfer 1-on-4 into the zone. She's skating into the gallows here, and she's going to fan on her shot as the 67's in the midst of a change. Maybe not a great one there for them as it's sent back the other way by Sawyer. But now Madeline Fillier will pick it up for the 67s, trying to get it up the right-hand side for Downs. And now Downs loses the handle on it as Sandilands collects, throws it off the boards, and almost perfectly onto the tape of Vicari, but now picked up by Piggott. She'll jump the line, drop, pass to her left, but unfortunately was picked off by Downs less than 6 minutes ago now in the second period. That's just tied up just outside of the trapezoid behind the Ottawa net. Venucio sending it back down low. Poke check by Tessa Barton to try and keep it away from her opponent. Piggott spinning it back in front, right on the money for Vicari. Nice save made by Nellis on the rebound, cleared away by the Ottawa defense. That was a perfect pass for Vicari right in front of the net, but Nellis making one of her best saves of the afternoon, keeping it a 3-0 deficit. Sent back down by Ottawa. This is going to be icing against the 67s, as Venucio will come back with 5:19 to go in period number 2. One goal of the period still so far coming unassisted and shorthanded from Adriana Milani. But that adds a little bit more cushioning to this Etobicoke lead. Face off to the right of Ivy Nellis. It is won by Etobicoke, sent towards the net, was redirected by Haslam, but then poke checked away. Another turnover by Ottawa, loose on the side. They continue to jab at it. Where's the puck as a whole mass of bodies crashing into the net? As Sorokin was sent flying over top of Ivy Nellis, but it looks like she does keep it out. And that will keep it a 3-0 lead for Etobicoke as Nellis with a good job of pinning her foot along that post on her left-hand side and keeping that puck out. Face-off coming up to the left of Nellis. Haslam on the tie-up. It's won by Ottawa, but they can't clear the zone yet again. Now set back out by the Ottawa defenders as that was Lily Shannon with the clearance. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Etobicoke still up 3-0. As it's now played to the right-hand side. Dolphins looking to get it out of the zone. Chipped up the boards down the ice. As Chloe Davis having to retreat back. Sorokin nearly beat her to the puck there. Ava Wood with a good job turning it over. Trying to send it towards the goal, but a good active stick by, looked like Lily Shannon again. She's had a good shift here late in the second period. And Sadie Sandilands trying to come back as Emily Harrison blew a tire trying to chase down that puck. Now it's Lexi Bertelson. Wheeling into the zone all by herself, 1-on-3 as Etobicoke in the midst of a change. Bertelson now for bonus from the slot, taking a shot. That one is blocked. Another chance. Bertelson from a knee. Can't send it towards the goal. She fanned on the chance. Bonus from behind the goal. Getting it back. Bertelson wraparound chance. And it looks like Nellis has it. She'll hold on. As Bertelson again crashing the netminder, but Nellis with another good stoppage, keeping it out with 4:10 left to go in period number 2. And the Dolphins still holding on to their 3-0 lead, as Ottawa hasn't really had very many chances in this period, if any at all. Probably their best chances came on that 5-on-3, but didn't register too many shots. And therefore keeping it a 3-0 deficit for the 67's. Got to imagine head coach Shannon Donnelly going to have a strong message for her group heading into period 3. As Bertelson now with a pickoff in the far corner as Tebow wasn't able to hold on to that puck. Now Lubinecki skating up the left-hand side, sending it right wing, well out of reach for Niaba, and it's picked off by Waddick, who sends it ahead for Milani with a shot, deflected off the stick of Tebow and wide. Here comes Natasha Dubé, sends it in on the backhand, looking to chase it down with 3.5 to go in period 2. Dubé around the back of the net, looking for an option in front. Here's Tebow, across now, redirected towards the net. Prendergast the save, and Niaba almost poked in the rebound. A late reaction from Prendergast, but just was able to keep that one out. Now here's Tessa Barton, walking down low. First quality chance since the 5-on-3 power play for Ottawa. Back earlier in this period, Tessa Barton looking to the line. It's Fillier. Fillier with the point shot, deflected off of a body and wide. Rebound collected by Dubé. Niaba in front of the net trying to provide the screen. It comes out in front, whacking at it. There's Dubé. But now bonus with a chance to clear on the back end, and she'll carry it up. There for Adriana Milani, sends it to the left side as Etobicoke changing all 5 skaters, and now Ottawa coming the other way. Up the right-hand side, Maud McCarthy dropping it off. Wrister on goal, and a glove save made by Lily Prendergast. She will hold on to that for a face-off with 2:37 remaining in period number 2. Face-off coming up to the left of the University of Vermont commit, Lily Prendergast. It's won and controlled by Etobicoke behind their net. Rachel Pickett in there digging to try and get at it. Sadie Sandilands, look out, bouncing puck, backhander in front. Prendergast pushing that one away as Eva Telfer was in front of the net trying to backhand it in off of the miscue by the Dolphins. Now sent back into the zone, Sydney Sawyer having a retreat back. She's being hunted down here by Eva Telfer, but it will be Etobicoke managing to clear the zone again. Pass up through the middle, intended for Piggott. Couldn't corral it, now picked up again by Telfer. She'll send it up the right-hand side. 2 minutes left to go in period 2. As Ottawa looking for an answer here, trailing by 3 late in the second. Now pass goes off the skate of Wood, who tries to recover it, but a good job by Cosgrave taking that one away. She now collides with Piggott. The 272s go down to the ice. Ottawa trying to come across the line again. Cosgrave trying to find the puck, but again, Etobicoke able to poke it back to the neutral zone. Van Volsen racing up the left-hand side. Picked up again by the 67's. A potential breakout pass, which would have sent Hermer in on a potential breakaway, but now the 67's are offside with 1:33 left to go in the second period. Faceoff will come outside of the Dolphins' blue line. Again, Prendergast not being tested very much here in this second period. But Ottawa down by 3. You know they would love to get a goal here before the end of the second frame. You do not want to head into the third trailing by 3. Usually doesn't bode well for many teams, especially with how dominant the defense has been all season long for Etobicoke. Sent into the zone by Sorokin, nearly picked off there by Davis. Now it's Lily Shannon looking to head up the right wing, trying to set up Hermer, but she can't collect it. Taylor Scott off of the little tap play from Prendergast, failing to clear the line, and Emily Harrison will run it back around the boards behind the goal. 1 minute left to go now in the second period. Here comes Riley Sorokin, wasting into his own, getting around Hermer. Cuts hard up the left wing, looking to wrap it around the back of the net, trying to set it up in front for somebody. Might have had Bertelson open, but some good Ottawa defense keeps her away from sending it up. Now Bertelson returns it to the front of the net, and it's sent back out by the Ottawa defenders. No icing as well, as Prendergast having to come out of her net. Doesn't see very many options, but luckily she'll drop it behind the net for Sawyer with 30 seconds left in the period. Sent up the left wing, just out of the reach there. Bonus is trying to hustle back, but Lubinecki will win the foot race for the puck, and that'll be icing against Etobicoke with 27.2 left in our second period. Face-off coming up to the left of Prendergast. Rylan Haslam against Zoe Dupuis. St. Lawrence versus Laurier going to battle on the face-off dot, and it is Etobicoke that wins it. They cannot clear the zone, though, as it went off of the back of the arm of Cindy Bonus. Now Niaba sending it to the front of the net. Almost set it up right on the money for Dupuis. Now 10 seconds left in the period. Tika Thompson walking towards the net on a beautiful move, but Prendergast breaks it up on a good poke check. Played to the line. Lubinecki keeps it in, fires that one from the line. That one just going wide, and that'll do it for the second period, as Ottawa with a little bit of pressure in the late stages of the final minute. But Lily Prendergast and the Etobicoke Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead heading into period number 3. Lone goal of that period, an unassisted shorthanded goal by Adriana Milani, as the Dolphins up 3-0 heading into period number 3. Good bit of hockey there in that second period, especially from the Dolphins, as they are holding on to this 3-0 lead. Ottawa, again, not with too many chances in that period, most recently coming on that 5-on-3 earlier in the second. And then in the final minute, they had a couple of chances, but the Dolphins, give them credit for a reason, have one of the best defensive cores in the OWHA U22 Elite Division, and they have a 3-0 lead heading into the third period, which is when we'll talk to you in about 10 minutes or so. Dolphins up 3-0 on Ottawa here on a Saturday from the Fort Performance Center. You're listening to Thomas Mercier and Etobicoke Dolphins hockey here on YouTube Live. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. And we're back at the Ford Performance Center in Etobicoke. Thomas Mersey here with you as we get ready for period 3 between the Dolphins and the Ottawa Lady 67's. One goal coming in the second period. It was Adriana Milani scoring with 2:04 left to go. Scoring shorthanded and unassisted as well, picking up her first shorthanded goal of the year and the third shorthanded goal for Etobicoke on the season. So the Dolphins in prime position to get back into first place after today's shots on goal in the second period, by the way, were 10-5 in favor of Etobicoke. So that is now a two-period total of 22-9 in favor of the Dolphins. Currently, Etobicoke 1 for 4 on the power play with a shorthanded goal, and Ottawa 0 for 2 on the advantage as they failed to cash in on that 5-on-3 opportunity. As we get set for period number 3, as the Dolphins looking to lock things down for win number 17 and looking to get back into first place. Puck is down and we are underway here from Etobicoke, and an immediate turnover backhander and a nice stop made by Ivy Nellis on an early chance on a backhander in front 10 seconds into the period, and that will be held on to for another face-off. So the Dolphins continuing to apply the pressure. But the 67's trying to clear the line. They cannot do so. It's kept in and rim back around by Taylor Scott. A poke back out of the zone. Venucio coming back in her own territory to get it. Cross she'll go. As the Dolphins looking to play it up. It's up in the air. Pulled back down by Taylor Scott. And now Haslam has it. Haslam on a 2-on-1 now along with Sorokin. Haslam into the zone. Holds on the forehand. Takes the shot. Puck is loose for a moment. But it looks like Nellis has got it. She dives on top of it. And she will hold on to it for a face-off just 41 seconds in, and that is already two great chances for Etobicoke to get on the board yet again. But Ivy Nellis, who has recovered very nicely since allowing that shorthanded goal in the second period. As they scored 2 minutes and 4 seconds into that period on that shorthanded breakaway unassisted goal by Adriana Milani. Now Sawyer gives it back across for Sandilands. She'll fire back in on the forehand. Nellis wanted to come out of her net to play it, but could not do so as we are now a minute into our third period. Milani with a shot and another great glove save by Ivy Nellis. She will hold on for yet another face-off. Being tested here early in the third period. Already 3 shots in the first minute, 4 seconds. As the Dolphins trying to apply the pressure, maybe get one more insurance marker here early in the third, but Ivy Nellis, who again has recovered nicely since allowing that short-handed goal early in the second period. She has looked great, making a flurry of nice glove saves. As the puck is now up at the center logo. Bonus can't bring it ahead. She is wearing Beauchamp's 29 this afternoon. Beauchamp out of the lineup, as well as Sophia Ishmael and Megan Mossy. Short bench for Etobicoke here this afternoon, but they are making the most of it, and luckily up 3-0. Here they come again. Adriana Milani with a shot from well outside of the slot, and that one just fired wide of the net. Picked up now by Scott. Backhand pass just out of the reach of Milani. She'll look to come up the right-hand side. Milani wheeling through the middle. Comes across the blue line with Bertelsen trailing. Milani button hooks in the corner. Looks to the line, trying to set it up as Watt extended it across the blue for Scott. Scott looking to throw it on goal. Stick save made there by Nellis. 2 minutes gone now in the third period. Back to the line it comes for Scott, who takes a shot deflected off the stick of Dupuis. Up and out of play. With 2:02 gone in our third period. Etobicoke still holding on to this 3-0 lead so far. A 2-point afternoon so far from Rylan Haslam. Picked up the game's opening goal back in the first period. 2 minutes and 51 seconds in on the power play. She has an assist on the Lexi Bertelsen goal back in period number 1 as well. Here's a pass in front for Piggott, who pulls the trigger. Fire that one just over the head of Nellis. Now Vicari trying to set it up, comes back behind the net. It's Piggott in the right-hand corner, sending it towards the goal. Van Volsen just fanned on a chance as Nellis was out of position. And a lucky break there for the 67s as they will look to move it out. They're having a hard time doing so, though. They turn it over again. It's Vicari, who tried to pick it back up, but she got poke-checked off the puck on some good work by Tessa Barton. Sent back up the right wing. Picking into the zone, trying to send it towards the goal. That one stopped by the stick of Filler. Pass in front, a one-timer from a falling Ava Wood, and Nellis makes a good stop, and she will freeze for another face-off with 2:42 gone in period number 3 as the Dolphins continuing to apply the pressure. But again, Nellis doing a really good job of recovering here as the game goes along. Face-off to her right. It's won by Ottawa, but they fail to clear the zone. Mia Venucio trying to walk in. She fires. That one is blocked by the front standing Emily Harrison, who was standing right in front of her. Now running around the boards on the backhand by Annabella Cosgrave. Around the back of the net it goes again. Cosgrave trying to get there first. She'll fire it up the right-hand side. Kept in nicely at the line by Mia Venucio. Now it's Juliette Thibault looking ahead. Long stretch pass just out of the reach there of Emily Harrison, who now falls trying to chase after the puck, and a nasty collision there between, that looked like her and Mia Venucio, but now here come the Dolphins the other way. Ava Wood waiting. Forehand shot save made by Nelson. The rebound pushed away by the 67's, thrown to the line, but Sawyer with a good job keeping it in with her skates. But now it's Annabella Cosgrave through the middle. She's being held onto there by Sawyer, and no call there. Back across the line, Niaba through the slot, taking a shot. That one is blocked by Sadie Sandilands, who just got the knee out in front to block it. Good hustle there by Nora Niaba to get a shot off, but unfortunately does not register the shot on goal. Picked up now by Tegan Thompson, who has 1 goal on the air. Sends it out in front. Taking the shot there is Mona McCarthy in tight on the goaltender, but stopped and held on to by the netminder Prendergast. Approaching the 4-minute mark here at the third period. A beautiful day in Etobicoke. I got to tell you, the snow coming up from Port, from just outside of Oromadante all the way up to Barrie, was pretty gnarly, but glad to have made the trip up here for some great hockey action on a Saturday afternoon. Now here's Sydney Bonus looking up the left wing. Bertelson calls for it. She gets it one-on-one into the zone. Bertelson, and on a good stop again by the right arm of Nellis. Bertelson has been all over the puck and got a great pass there from Sydney Bonus, but unfortunately is stopped by the 67's netminder. Sent back behind the net by Bertelson. Back to the line, Taylor Scott with a good hold. She'll get it back into the corner. But now it's Tegan Thompson off of the board play by Chloe Davis. Intended for Potts, intercepted by Milani, the recent goal scorer, the only goal scorer back in the second period. Bertelson with a quick tap pass through the middle, picked off though by Cosgrave. We got spun around, now going to be picked up by Lubinecki. Lubinecki chips it off the boards and back up the left side. Potts trying to send it back in. Now it's going to be picked up by Venucio. Back in her own zone, but she's hunted down and picked off by Hermer, who tries to send it towards the front of the net. Puck is loose in front. Prendergast jumps on top of it, and she will hold with 14:57 remaining in the third period. A mad scramble in front by Prendergast. Calm, cool, and collected. Pounces onto the puck to get the coverage. Face-off now coming up to the right of Prendergast. And it's picked up by Etobicoke as Venucio throws that one off of the boards behind the net. Etobicoke almost giving up a chance in front. Is trying to send that one up was Annabella Cosgrave in front, but her pass unfortunately not on target. Now picked up by Lubinecki. Sends it up through the middle and brought in now by Sophia Prentice. Prentice going to be thwarted there by Sadie Sandilands, and that'll keep her away from going to the net. Now Sawyer right up the middle. Here comes Piggott on a breakaway. Scores! Rachel Piggott sent up all alone on the breakaway. Goes 5-0 on Ivy Nellis, and the Dolphins make it 4-0. Ninth goal of the season for the Richmond Hill, Ontario native and University of Minnesota commit Rachel Piggott. Got the Hail Mary pass to the middle, and she made no mistake going 5-0 on Nellis to make it a 4-0 Finns lead with 14:24 remaining in period number 3. Sydney Sawyer and Taylor Scott picking up the helpers there on that goal. As it's sent towards the net by Tessa Barton. Battle for the puck in between the hash marks, and it's Etobicoke that is going to try and move this one out. Taken around the back of the net by Sorokin. Up the left side. Couldn't set it up for Wood. Now she gets it off of a misplay by Kirsten Downs. Just able to clear it back to center. Sorokin takes down So Dupuis, as she was trying to go after the puck, Dupuis going straight to the bench for a change. Here comes Ava Wood jumping the line. Wood drop-off pass intended to set it up for Sorokin with that patent wrister shot from the high slot. But a bit of a miscue. Sends Ottawa up the other way. No long drive from the line by Downs. Off target. 6.5 gone in the third period as it's run back around the back of the net. Annabella Cosgrave trying to set it up for Niaba. Now Dubé. Can't quite hold on to it. Now played up the right-hand side. Waddick. She lost the handle on it as well. Foul for the puck now in front of the scorekeeper's table. That's Tebow and Cindy Bonus. Milani jumping the line, comes up the right wing. Milani walking in tight around the back of the net. She goes trying to go for a wraparound. Maybe actually tried to set it up for Bonus, who was standing in front of the net, but could not connect on the play regardless. And now look out, tennis ball ending up here on the ice surface, but play looks like it's going to continue. Here comes Lexi Bertelson looking to send it towards the net. Turned away, though, by the stick of Ivy Nellis. And now a misplay in front. Sadie Sandilands trying to shoot from the high slot. That one blocked by traffic. Ottawa trying to clear it up. Right on the stick, though. Bonus who shoots towards the net, and Nellis making a big recovery save off that turnover by her teammates. Cindy Bonus still looking for her first of the season in just her third game. As the Dolphins still trying to get set up. Across it goes. Venucio from the high circle takes a shot. That one fires well wide of the net. Etobicoke still applying all kinds of pressure. Now a tie up in the corner as Annabella Cosgrave getting tied up there with Bonus. Now McCarthy looking ahead. She'll skate it through on her own. McCarthy jumps it in on the left-hand side, all tied up with Sadie Sandilands. Now sent it up for Grace Van Volsen. With 12 minutes to go in the period, Van Volsen came across the line with the puck, and then lost it on the backhand, and that'll send McCarthy up the other way. Sawyer trying to hunt her down. McCarthy softly sending it towards the net, and Sawyer's going to tell Prendergast to cover the puck up for a face-off with 11:47 remaining in our third period. Rachel Piggott scoring her 9th goal of the season. Taylor Scott and Sydney Sawyer picking up the helpers. So Sydney Sawyer and Ryland Haslam now both with 2 points on the game. Goal and an assist for Haslam and 2 assists for the Colgate commit, Sydney Sawyer. Sent down the ice by Etobicoke, and it's going to be picked up by Lubinecki. Lubinecki around the back of her own net. Piggott nearly forcing a turnover. She goes hard into the boards. Play carries on as Lubinecki looking to clear it out for the 67's. Looking ahead, and Lubinecki almost had her stick lifted. Good job by Van Volsen to hold the line. Van Volsen looking to throw it towards the net. Lubinecki was reaching out to try and make the play, but couldn't. And now Rachel Piggott takes down her opponent behind the net, but play carries on. That was Lily Shannon she took down. Now Potts up the right-hand side, playing it to Thompson, who fires it in. Back behind the net. Fiona Waddick throwing it off the boards. Chance here for Ava Wood to clear it out. Wasn't able to do so, but now her and Sorokin jumping into the offensive zone. Sorokin on the left side, getting a nice pass for Wood. Now throwing it back behind the goal as Emily Harrison was pressuring her. Sorokin continuing to try and dig for it. Tessa Barton pinned along the boards here by Sorokin. Puck comes free. Haslam for Wood. Now into the near corner for Sorokin, looking back to the line. She'll walk the line. Gets a pass to Venucio. Great footwork at the line. Plays it back to Sorokin. Sorokin walking towards the net. Great move. Tried to go upstairs, but misfired it over the net. Here's Scott from the line, deflected in front by Wood, and that one misses the net as well. Great pressure by the Dolphins, but cannot get a shot on goal. Approaching the halfway point of period number 3, sent back out by Ottawa as Scott failing to hold the line. Backhand tap pass to Venucio as they are in there in the middle of their own defensive zone. Venucio looking high and ahead, trying to bring Bonus ahead. Now Bonus springs up the right-hand side. Bonus trucking through the middle. Nice backhand pass. Right on the doorstep it goes as they whack it in and they score. Sydney Bonus started the play, and it's tapped in front by Lexi Bertelson, who picks up her 2nd goal of the afternoon to make it 5-0 Etobicoke. 2nd of the afternoon and 7th of the season for the Boston University commit, Lexi Bertelson, and head coach Shannon Donnelly's going to call a timeout here for Ottawa with 9:53 left in period number 3. So Lexi Bertelson now also up to 2 points on the game. She's got 2 goals. As again, Ottawa using their timeout. And Shannon Donnelly just looking to recruit the troops, so to speak. And you might as well use your timeout with a 5-0 deficit, just trying to send a strong message to her girls to finish the game as hard as they can and see if they can try to break that goose egg that's on the board. But again, in this game, it has indeed been all Etobicoke, holding Ottawa to just 9 shots through 40 minutes. So Lexi Bertelson, who indeed did appear to get the last touch on it as the play was set up by Sydney Bonus, which might indeed be her first point in the U22 Elite Division. Now sent towards the net, turned away there. Another chance and a nice blocker stop. Made there by Ivy Nellis. Sydney Bonus does in fact pick up an assist on that goal. Here are the Dolphins again, though. Maloney's shot. She just fires that one wide of the net. Didn't hear who the second assist went to, but Sydney Bonus does collect her first point. She picks up an assist on that goal. Now here she is through the middle, trying to look for her first goal, but turned away by Ivy Nellis. Back to the blue line it comes as Amy Hermer just trying to tie it up along the boards. She'll get a little bit of help here from Harrison. Sent off the boards by Ottawa, and down the ice it goes. No icing as Sydney Sawyer is going to come back and pivot to pick it up. Sent up the left side off the back end of a carry. She'll look to hunt it down, but she'll be beaten to the puck by Lily Shannon. They get tied up. Now picked up by Zoe Dupuis. Leaving it there for Chloe Davis to try and get things set up for Ottawa, but they almost turn over the puck again in their defensive zone, rinned around the back of the net. Dubé trying to come up the left-hand side. Taken to the boards by Grace Van Volsen. They continue to battle for the puck, but now it's Fakari playing it to the right side for Van Volsen. Van Volsen in front for Piggott. Backdoor feed on the backhand, trying to set up for Carey, but can't send it towards the net. No, a shot from the top of the circle by Waddick. That one just missing the net as well. 8:20 left to go in the third period. Etobicoke not letting off of the gas whatsoever. Looks like Rylan Haslam actually picking up the secondary assist. So that is her third point of the afternoon, to help make it 5-0 in favor of Etobicoke with 8 minutes to go in the third. And here they come again. Ava Wood fresh off of the bench. Wood 1-on-3. Beautiful toe drag move. Got around Lubinecki, but couldn't get around Niaba. And then the puck went towards the netminder, Nellis, who will hold on for a faceoff with 7:55 remaining in period number 3 as the Dolphins continue to put the pedal to the metal. Face off to the left of Nellis. Tie up for it. Picked up by Haslam, trying to walk towards net, looking for maybe her fourth point of the afternoon. And now Ivy Nellis has lost her stick, but she'll get a little bit of help from Lubinecki. Still can't pick it up, though, as the Dolphins are pressuring here. Dolphins still trying to attack and take advantage of a stickless Ivy Nellis. But now a chance for Ottawa to clear and hopefully get Nellis her stick back. Now she will, but again, the 67's turn it over at the neutral zone. Picked up now by Tessa Barton. Just able to clear the blue line. Picked up now by Niaba with a nice move. Nora Niaba jumping into the zone. Lost the handle on it, and now Wood will send it back up the left side, just out of reach of Haslam, who almost picked that one up. Now are the Dolphins on a 2-on-1. Sorokin jumping in with Haslam. She'll drop it off. Haslam scores! Top shelf. What a shot by Rylan Haslam for her fourth point of the afternoon, and it's 6-0 Etobicoke. Second goal of the afternoon and fourth point for Ryland Haslam, who now has 15 goals on the season, and make that a half-dozen goal lead for Etobicoke. Face-off won by Ottawa. Carried in by Annabella Cosgrave, excuse me. So Riley Sorokin and Lexi Bertelson picking up the helpers. So Bertelson now up to 2 goals and an assist. Sorokin picking up her first point of the afternoon. Sent up the wing, Milani tried to beat Zoe Dupuis to the puck, was unable to do so. Battle for it in front of the Etobicoke bench. 2-on-2 battle, and the Dolphins come away with it. Bertelson with a backhand pass across the width of the rink. Milani trying to play it up the right side. Recovered by Sydney Bonus, who picked up her first point in the OWHA U22 Elite Division. Picking up an assist on the Lexi Bertelson goal. Back at 10:07. Now Milani almost picked it up on a turnover. Up the ice come the 67s, trying to break the 0 on the board. Sophia Prentice couldn't find it. She'll try to dig for it behind the goal with 6 minutes to go in regulation. Pass out in front. 67 still trying to get set up. Barton trying to throw it towards the net. Bertelson with a good job keeping it away from her, and Thibault trying to send it back down low. Comes back to the line, and Barton unable to hold that one, and she'll have to race back for Ottawa. Barton back in her own zone, looking up ahead. Barton with a pass right through the middle, almost picked off though by Sawyer. Here come the 67s across the line. It's Emily Harrison. Harrison sending it through the middle, trying to set up Sophia Prentice, who was breaking through the slot, but the pass picked off by Etobicoke and sent down the left-hand side. Juliette Thibault throws it to the other side. Ill-advised pass now picked off by Piggott. She'll try to take it behind the net along with her teammate Grace Van Volsen. Van Volsen looking in front of the net, trying to set up Fakari on a backdoor tap-in, but it's picked off nicely on that defensive effort by McKelty Potts. Sent into the zone by Ottawa as we now are in the final 5 minutes here in the third period as Etobicoke with a half-dozen goal lead here late in the third period. Sawyer, look out, runs into Lily Shannon. She goes flying into the corner. She is back to her feet, which is good news. Waddick getting it to Sawyer now. Top of the circle. Sent it back down low as Sorokin thought about playing it, but saw that Ottawa was going to pick that one up in transition. Ava Telfer sending it up the right side for Niaba. Trying to hold on to it. Niaba still trying to clear the zone, having some difficulty, but now she finally does. Now can't play by McKelty Potts, just able to play it out of the zone. Now here's Ava Wood. Into the zone she comes. Wood from the top of the circle. Pulls the trigger, and Nellis just barely got the shoulder on that one, keeping Ava Wood out of the goal column. 4 1/4 left to go in the third period. Taylor Scott back at center, firing it in the forehand, and Haslam will look to give chase, who's now on hat-trick watch here this afternoon, leading the way with 4 points. 2 goals and 2 assists. Picking up points on all but 2 goals so far here in the contest. What a great afternoon she has been having. She is now up to 31 points. 15 of those coming on goals, and now up to 16 assists. In the corner, Juliette Thibault turns it over in her own end as the Dolphins continuing to try and apply the pressure until the final buzzer goes. Sadie Sandelin sent it down low. Now Milani trying to send it in front. Almost set it up for Bertelson. Has her stick lifted on an aggressive defensive play by Kirsten Downs. Here comes Ottawa. Up the left side, Natasha Dubé trying to come into the zone with 3:20 to go in the third period. Goes back down behind the net. Now it's Adriana Milani trying to send it off the boards, but turned it over. Kirsten Downs looking in front, trying to set it up for Dubé. Now a point shot coming from Fillier. Trying to send it towards the net, goes off a plethora of traffic in the slot, and Etobicoke will move it out with 3 minutes to go in the third period. Sent back up the middle. Juliette Thibault turned it over. Here comes Cindy Bonus across the line. Bonus trying to set it up in front, redirected in front of the goal by Vakari. And a sharp save made there by Ivy Nelson. Will hold on with 2:50 left to go in the third period. That's the Dolphins up 6-0. Looking to get back into first place, and they are well en route to that. But the standings might not change us right now. The Ottawa Senators with a 6-1 lead over East Ottawa. So even though Etobicoke is going to get a lopsided victory here this afternoon, they will remain in second place, which is the good news. Heading into action tomorrow against a really tough Nepean Wildcats squad, as icing will be called here against Ottawa with 2:38 left to go in regulation. Face-off coming up to the left of Nellis, who, again, you cannot fall for the way this game has gone. Just some really bad defensive breakdowns. And here's a shot right off the draw. They score and make it 7-0 for Etobicoke. And it looked like it might have been Rachel Piggott that got the last shot off on that face-off. Nonetheless, it's now 7-0 in favor of the Dolphins. Faceoff back at center between Piggott and Harrison as the Dolphins have now added their 7th goal of the game. It's actually going to be Vicari who picks up the goal, and she takes another shot, and that one is stopped and held on to by Nellis. So that is Vicari's first point of the afternoon as she collects her 9th goal of the season. Or pardon me, her 5th goal of the season, my apologies. We'll get the assist in just a moment. But the Dolphins now up 7-0 with 2:20 to go in the 3rd period off of Spencer Vicari's 5th goal of the year. The Stonehill College commit having a good season. Her 19th game this year, now up to 12 points and 5 goals on the season. Now coming through the middle is Sawyer. Looking to go on goal. Sends the shot towards the net. Save made by Nellis as Piggott was in there trying to dig for the rebound. But Nellis does have it, and she will hold for another face-off. Looks like Spencer Vicari from Rachel Piggott. That's the lone assist on that goal. So Piggott now up to 2 points. Man, almost everyone has contributed to this big win here for Etobicoke. Only players without a point. Mia Venucio is the only one without a point here this afternoon. Her and Sadie Sandelins and Grace Van Volsen, as a matter of fact. And Fiona Waddick, so only 4 players held pointless so far. That might change, though. Here's Ryland Haslam looking for the hat trick. Sent it just over the net. Minute 35 left in the period now as they try to dig at it at the side. Haslam now picks it up with a minute and a half left. Thrown to the line for Venucio. Across for Scott. To the right side. Return pass to Scott. I thought it would have been a return pass, but Sorokin shrugs it off. Venucio with a shot. High save made by the standing Ivy Nellis, and she's got it. And she'll hold on for her face-off as, again, Etobicoke continuing to pour the shots on and make their presence known here heading into Sunday against Nepean, who are also in action tonight. They are in Burlington taking on the Barracudas this evening at 6 o'clock. So that should be an interesting game to keep an eye on for sure. Sent back down the ice by Ottawa. And Sadie Sandelins will come back. That'll be icing with a minute 5 left to go in period number 3. And again, we will be back here tomorrow afternoon at 12:15 when the Dolphins take on the Nepean Wildcats. That one should be a real good one to close out the weekend as the Dolphins will look to make it another 3-in-3 week. Tie up on the draw as the Dolphins come away with it. Lexi Bertelson looking across. Sadie Sandelins looking back to the line, just out of the reach of Scott as we now have less than a minute to go in the 3rd period. Lexi Bertelson and Ryland Haslam on hat-trick watch here in the 3rd now. Sent up the left wing. No icing as looking to chase it down. It's going to be Chloe Davis around the back of the net, being pressured by Sydney Bonus. Bonus with a good job. Now drops it off. Bertelson looking for the hat-trick. It's played in front. Here's Sawyer with a shot. Nellis just got a piece of it but couldn't hold on to it, as there's now 30 seconds left in the period. Comes to the right side, McKelty Potts. Played it to the line, Bonus with a good hold. Now 20 seconds remains. Sent back down low. Picked up by Lily Shannon. Looking to just chip it off the boards and down the ice it'll go. 10 seconds left to go. Etobicoke racing back into their own zone, and that will do it here for this one this afternoon. And for the 4th time this season, Lily Prendergast puts up a goose egg on the board. Finns win. Finns win. The Dolphins win as they shut out the Ottawa Lady 67's by a 7-0 final. 4th shutout of the season for Lily Prendergast, and the Dolphins pick up win number 17 on the year and are now 2 for 2 on the week, heading into a big matchup with the Nepean Wildcats tomorrow afternoon. And again, you really can't fault goaltender Ivy Nellis. She did everything she could, but Ottawa just completely mismatched here this afternoon and now sit at 500. Heading into the remainder of the weekend as both teams come to center for the customary handshake line, but the Dolphins pick up a nice win here today. A 7-0 shutout over the Ottawa Ladies 67's. Lily Prendergast picking up her 4th shutout of the season. And the Etobicoke Dolphins head into a big matchup tomorrow, looking to make it a 3-3 weekend. The next time we'll talk to you, we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon when the Dolphins take on the Nepean Wildcats. Game time 12:15 here from the Ford Performance Center. Hope you can join us for that one. Thanks so much for joining us here this afternoon, and we hope you can join us again tomorrow afternoon here for another edition of Etobicoke Dolphins Hockey on YouTube Live. Until next time, I'm Thomas Mercy, wishing you a pleasant good evening from Finland. We'll talk to you again tomorrow when the Dolphins take on the Nepean Wildcats. Good night from Etobicoke.